No, I'm not driving, so I don't need a license. I've been in prison 24 years. U.S. Supreme Court talking.
You're not going to convince me.
No one may be required to obtain a license in order to...
I am fine.
Were you born in the United States of America?
The laws of the United States. Why am I being detained?
You're being detained because of all the traffic offenses that you have.
What traffic offenses?
Some people actually believe the dumb idea of sovereign citizenship, and for some reason think that they've cracked the code to being unarrestable. What happens when life teaches them otherwise?
You don't have your license on you?
I don't use license.
Correct. Other hand? Other hand?
Let me put my keys in the car.
We'll take it.
Let's be clear. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a United States of America citizen.
Right.
Place you under arrest, sir. Are you serious?
You're using the sovereign citizen script.
Here are instances of dumb sovereign citizens thinking they were unarrestable, and it backfired in the worst of ways. Firstly, there's the case of Manis and Caitlyn, a couple who, being confident in their proclaimed sovereign citizenship, thought they could teach cops the law. But that misguided confidence was about to blow up right in their faces.
Hey, what kind of tag is that?
Yeah, it's a sovereign citizen. Yeah.
Please, go ahead and give me your license.
I don't know.
You don't have a license?
I mean,
Put your hands behind your back. Do not do this, okay?
This is a banana, coffee, sunflower butter.
On October the 17th, 2022, a Florida police officer noticed something suspicious about a black Infiniti up ahead and decided to pull it over. As the officer approached, she found a man and his partner inside, later identified as Manis and Caitlyn. But what seems like a routine traffic stop would take a different turn when it started becoming obvious that the couple were very delusional.
I'm now seeing the tag.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess you can't have it on, you can't,
on my
the
plate.
bumper, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let me run the tag, make sure everything's okay, but basically the way it's seated, it doesn't even look like there's a tag associated to the car.
Oh, okay.
So if you are gonna keep it like that, which technically you can't, you have to have it affixed to the bumper, but if you are, I'd prop it up. If you, at the very least, just take some tape or something,
Okay.
so that way, if somebody does get behind you, it doesn't look like it's just a vehicle with no tag.
Thank you.
Just give me a second and let me run the tag, everything's good, then
Sounds good.
let you go, okay? All right. Any 46 contact. Well, disregard. I think this is going to be a sovereign citizen tag of some sort. Hey, what kind of tag is that?
Yeah, it's a sovereign citizen. Yeah.
Please, go ahead and give me your license.
I don't know.
You don't have a license?
No, I just have
At all?
No, I have the proper right to travel. I exercise my right to travel. I have all my paperwork. Yeah.
All right.
You gonna accept that, or do you need paperwork?
Oh, no. That paperwork's not good for the Florida state statutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do me a favor. Go ahead and step out of the car for me. Ma'am, do you have a license at all? You do have a driver's license. A valid Florida driver's license. No, that's not how it works, but come on out. All right, do me a favor. Just turn around.
Yeah.
All right, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Do not do this, okay?
You're the 4714?
Don't make anything of it, okay? All right. Are you gonna relax? Okay. Don't pull away from me. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm unsure why I'm being restrained right now.
Right now, because you're driving with no license, that's a criminal violation.
That's what I'm saying is there is no Florida land law statute that controls me.
There
I'm
is.
saying my paperwork is
Okay.
separate
Well,
from
here's
my
the thing: is as of right now, you are violating the Florida state statutes, which is what I enforce. Okay.
Right, but you
Right now, that's driving with no license. Okay.
You don't have any jurisdiction over me. That's what I'm speaking of.
Okay. If you resist in any way, there will be additional charges. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to? Okay, good. Do you have anything on you? No.
You want to go with them now?
No, do me a favor. You're going to stay in the car. Thank you.
What is this pending to the market? That's fine.
That's fine. We'll figure it out, okay?
Close my door somewhere.
We're going to stand over here.
Do you mind closing my door?
Nope. All right. What is your name? What is it?
Shivambi Day.
Is that your legal name?
Yes.
Okay. That's your given name on your birth certificate?
No, that's my strong name.
Okay, what is your legal name on your birth certificate? Okay.
May you just give me a
Nope. 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 Because you don't want to identify yourself, then at that point I'll just have the jail identify you. Go ahead and sit down. Actually, he needs to be searched.
Sorry, the India 4, I guess we know. So the India 4?
Yeah.
Nothing on you need?
When I get to the jail, am I going to find out that you have any warrants or anything like that? Okay.
Most likely.
Having put Manis safely in cuffs, the officers proceeded to interrogate his partner, Caitlyn. What she was about to find out was something she could never be ready for.
Yeah, for another traffic charge that I've had dropped.
Well, it's not dropped if you have a warrant for it.
Well, I went into the courtroom and they let me go, so that was a quite interesting part of it.
Oh. But then you just didn't show back up?
No, I was in the courtroom and I stated that I am the special power of attorney.
Okay.
And they asked if...
Yeah, female.
They asked...
Leave it with him, yeah. Thank you. What is your name?
Caitlyn.
Do you have your driver's license? A valid driver's license. So you would be able to take the car.
Yes.
Why don't you just drive the car? Instead of him driving the car. I'm saying, since you have a valid driver's license, whereas he doesn't, because it's a violation to... Does that make sense?
Yes, we do.
That doesn't... It doesn't work. Nope. No. There's no... I am a law enforcement officer for the state of Florida. I enforce Florida state statutes. I do not enforce, nor do I learn or know about sovereign citizen. That is not something that applies to us, okay? So, yeah. So if you... Nope. And that's the misunderstanding. No, there's no sovereign citizen laws that overtake Florida state statute. So, but, I mean, they should probably teach you guys that. Yeah. Do you have your driver's license?
I do.
Thank you. What happened?
It's like a 7th degree. It's like a 7th degree foul.
Yeah. So it is being used for commercial purposes. Just saying. Go ahead and use that in a minute.
Yeah. Who makes these? Anyways.
Amazon.
Yeah.
We don't know.
She took it upon herself to take it slow with these guys. But does that mean that she was letting them off the hook? At least considering the fact that they were very dumb.
Nope. I am aware of all the Florida state statutes. Florida state statutes do not, go ahead. You should probably contact FDLE and tell them that you want to educate people on sovereign citizens or add it into the Florida state statutes, but until it's added in, then I don't recognize or enforce or not enforce Florida state statute laws when it comes to a sovereign citizen. Florida state statutes? Thank you, ma'am. The what? No. Florida Department of Law Enforcement? They're the... FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They're the ones that create all the trainings for law enforcement officers. Yeah.
Just when the officers thought that they'd seen it all, they realized they were only getting started. What they were about to learn would change everything.
So what's the liquid stuff? Can I ask you that? In your mason jars?
This is a banana, coffee, sunflower butter.
And is there anything underneath that towel, if you don't mind me asking? Just more?
This is Shivambi. It's
Would you mind just lifting it up all the way? Okay, thank you. Now what's this one?
It's the practice of Shivambu. It's urine therapy.
It's urine therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask.
Mm-hmm.
Is that someone's urine?
Yes, it's mine.
And what do you do with that? If you don't mind me asking.
Drink it.
So it's like recycling.
It's good for fertilizer.
Not inside your own. Hey,
To get the registration.
you might want to ask about what that gold liquid is.
The what? What is that? And what is that? What is that? Right there, in that jar. Yes. Okay.
It's Shivambu. It's urine therapy.
Ooh. He knew that, didn't he? Did you tell him that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's. God, no, this is turning my stomach.
Channel 29, Northwest 23rd Street, Northwest 13th Street.
Banana coffee is.
Always advising there's a Bravo Mike to check the Bravo Foxtrot that's at that location. Just occurred. No signals there are seen. Suspect walked off and is now near Coffee Culture. The Bravo Mike, 35 years old, medium build, not seen wearing a black shirt and orange pants.
Yeah, hers. It's some type of therapy.
You're into that craziness. Is that, am I? Is that legit? What craziness are you talking about?
They have a name for it. Well, that's close.
I'm gonna go and continue working on my videos.
You sure you don't? You want to get the name of that procedure or therapy? Did you Google it?
Like I said.
Once again, he pulled out his Sovereign citizen card, but this time it unlocked a door he never should have opened. His delusions were now beginning to hit him hard and fast.
Ah, Mr. Manis. Yeah, you're right. You do have a warrant.
What's the warrant for?
Same thing you're getting arrested for today. Failure to appear. You did not show up to court. Well, you asked me what it was for, and I'm telling you.
So, how do I prove that?
I guess you'll talk to the judge tomorrow and ask him. Yeah.
Are you aware of corporate entities? 14th Amendment citizens?
Corporate entities?
Yeah, 14th Amendment citizens.
What does it say?
It's just whenever you have a social
India 1414?
number,
You're
a
waiting
birth
call.
certificate,
Temple.
you are a citizen, which is the property of the estate. This is stuff I really recommend you check out on your own time.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the paperwork yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know who would really love to hear all this is the judge that you're going to talk to tomorrow.
Of course, but I'm just trying to educate you as well.
Well, here's the thing is, I appreciate it. I understand what you're trying to do.
Your incident has been
And
updated.
I'm hearing you.
Caitlyn finally accepted the truth. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. But Manis, well, he refused to be stripped of his so-called status.
Miss Caitlyn, how long have you been with Mr. Manis? Have you ever gotten pulled over with him before? Where he's done this? This does not work. That incident does not work. Alright, that, okay? It's an unregistered vehicle. Out of the kindness of my heart, I am not going to tow it. I'm just going to leave it where it's at. If I see it back out, then now you know it's an unregistered vehicle. You are driving an unregistered vehicle. That is against the law. I don't care what sovereign citizen rules are thrown out. That does not apply in this situation. If you want to use it somewhere else, you can. Not in Gainesville, Florida, where I enforce Florida state statute. Okay? Does that make sense? Perfect.
Thank you.
Here's your driver's license. You have a valid driver's license. Get the car registered and drive legally. Or, does that make sense? Okay. Alright. Okay. You cannot drive this vehicle, okay? But I'm sure you're not going to because you're going to go sell stones. Crystal.
So,
Yeah.
what happens with this car? Can you just leave it here and not drive it?
I'm going to assume that you're going to go get it properly registered before it gets moved.
Okay.
Okay? He goes to jail.
Alright. Registering. How do you
Same way you get your driver's license through the state of Florida. Okay? How did you get your Massachusetts driver's license?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Yeah, but how did you get it in Massachusetts? The DMV? Yeah. Same way. It's going to be the same type of company. You register your driver, you register the vehicle. He'll probably have to do it. Same thing. They operate all of the driver's license, vehicles, any kind of license that you want. That sovereign citizen tag does not. Okay?
So I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Yeah. You cannot drive it until it's registered. It is not street legal. Okay? Thank you. Thank y'all for coming. No longer in contact. Perfect. As soon as we get in there, as soon as we get inside, the jail staff, what they'll do is they'll uncuff you, and then you'll have to go through an x-ray and everything. And they'll,
Can I pass on the x-ray just for my own health?
No, for safety reasons. Right. Yeah. To ensure safety, they'll do that. And then, the way you can bypass all of this and not have to do with that is just cooperate. I get it in your mind, and the belief is that you're, fighting back this system, but this is Florida law. If you want to go to somewhere who establishes their own rules and has their own police department and go to...
it's a foreign national republic, the United States Republic. It is recognized by the U.S. Supreme Court. So what I'm doing is false or just an individual idea of my own mind, but
yeah.
And recognized by the Supreme Court. I'm still waiting on my own identification to come through.
Yeah.
Read my name up in the record when I was taking that.
Well, you have to provide identification to a law enforcement officer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would eventually have identification.
But you do have identification.
And when you scan in the system, it says do not detain, do not arrest, do not...
The only people that get that are dignitaries, the president, that sort of thing.
He was finally charged with driving without a registered license and sent straight to jail. Up next is the case of Roosevelt Norton, a man who thought he was untouchable and could get away with anything because of his self-proclaimed sovereign citizen immunity. But it backfired spectacularly.
You don't have your license on you?
I don't use license.
Correct. Other hand?
Let me put my keys in my pocket.
We'll take it.
Let's be clear. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a United States of America citizen. Right. It's even happening.
You have a warrant, so I have to take you in for it.
What you don't understand is that, like I say, I'm a sovereign.
On March the 30th, 2020, Florida police pulled over a vehicle for a simple traffic violation. At first, it was just a routine stop. Quick warning, and he'd be on his way. This man had pushed his luck too far, and it was a mistake that he was going to regret.
Would you like to... I told you why I pulled you over. Okay. You violated no turn on red sign. Did you see the sign?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, there's a sign on the post that says no turn on red. Yeah. That's the only reason why I pulled you over. Okay?
But I'm just saying that you guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come down to the department.
Okay, do you have your license on you, sir?
I don't. Yeah, go right there.
You don't have your license on you?
I don't use license. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all department needs to inform y'all.
You don't have a license on you.
I don't use license.
Okay, I'll be right back. 526 Northeast traffic stop. Stand by 1 second. So I pulled him over because he ran the no charge.
It didn't take long for officers to realize exactly who they were dealing with, and they decided it was time for a wake-up call.
No turn on red sign there, and I was just going to inform him of the traffic violation.
You sovereign citizen, or?
He started arguing with me about the traffic laws, and he says he doesn't abide by the same laws we do.
Yeah, I figured once you had that in your hand, that's what it was.
He says he doesn't use licenses.
Is this a little bit of time? Maybe he'll be persuaded to come to reality, or he's just drawing a line in the sand?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if he actually has a valid license. I'm assuming not, but now that I look him up, he has a warrant.
Hey, Roosevelt, Officer Vonstein, Police Department. He's going to come up here in a minute and explain everything with you. I guess you guys had a disagreement or something?
This is all I go by right here.
I got you.
Yep.
Well, okay. Yep. Step outside and he'll talk to you about it. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your cooperation. I'll hold this and read it while you're talking to him. Pick up your ear.
All right, Mr. Norton, turn around for me. Chance, can you back? Other hand, other hand.
Let me put my keys in my pocket.
We'll take it.
We'll get you situated here. Well, can I ask you why you let me know?
I will tell you in just a second.
Your cooperation means a lot right now. Okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir, not on me.
Okay. In the truck you do?
There's actually one weapon.
Okay, that's fine. As long as they're in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Here, spread your feet apart. He's just got to get you locked up there.
All right, Mr. Norton, you got a warrant out for your arrest.
We'll tell you a little bit about it. We don't know much about it, but they did put a warrant out for your arrest.
Step back to my car. We'll go on the other side, please. Stand there for me.
All right.
Appreciate you. Face the car. Just stand there for me. Do you mind just watching them?
You don't have to worry about that, brother. I'm all about peace.
It's policy, man. I just have to search you. Do you know what your warrant's for?
No, sir. I don't really know. I haven't broken any laws. Like I say, I'm sovereign here. You know, I'm an American Indian. And yeah, we don't go by y'all laws and stuff. What we try to do is what's called minimum contact. So, Rick Highsmith, which just recently retired, he told me that you guys was informed about sovereign laws and stuff.
Right.
You know, so I'm an American Indian. You know,
so our perspective, and you have your perspective. Our perspective is we go by the law. A judge and all that, they determine it that you violated something.
His relentless insistence on his so-called sovereign citizenship wasn't just a statement. It was a surefire ticket to one place: jail.
You didn't show up for traffic or court or something.
yes.
So,
See, that's not me. Let's be clear. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a United States of America citizen.
Right.
Keeping on those
Original.
is different.
The original.
They're definitely different. So, and you guys have a peace treaty with us.
You have all this cash in your pocket. I'm going to leave it in your pocket, okay?
Yes, sir.
Just so we don't have a misunderstanding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all have a peace treaty with us. The United States government. Like I tell everybody, like I'm ready because we see eye to eye on most things. You know, so yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm one of the few people who's done that tribal training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Norton, have a seat for me.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Norton, did I miss anything on you? Do you have anything illegal on you whatsoever?
Can you like spray some stuff in here for me? It's
already been sprayed.
Okay.
I spray it after every transport.
All right.
If you have anything on you that's illegal and they find it at the jail, they will charge you with it, okay?
Razor blades, joints.
No, sir.
Okay, I just have to inform you.
Can I roll my one up?
We'll get that situated
Okay.
here.
Do I have my passport next?
If you want to go through that, you want me to secure it, you want to have somebody come and get it?
You want someone to come get it, or?
I mean,
You want to just leave it there?
I don't know how they would take for it.
yeah.
Here.
So if I could call somebody to come get it, because I mean, I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on, why this is even happening.
You have a warrant, so I have to take you in for it.
What you don't understand is that, like I say, I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm sovereign.
Well,
and y'all laws are not our laws.
Judge says you have a warrant. I got to take you in. I have no say in this.
Yeah.
So we're to expedite, because you need to explain it to the judge. Do you want us to call somebody?
Because, sir?
You want us to call somebody and come and get it?
Yes, sir.
How quickly could they get here?
I don't know. I called my nephew and asked him if he can come by. You can leave the keys in the store right now.
Let me talk to the store, see where their level of comfort is while he makes the call for you. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right, go ahead and put your. I'm gonna grab your phone for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Do me a favor. Can you get that treaty? Can you get that treaty that I gave? That he had?
Do you want which? This is the phone that I just picked up.
That one right there.
Okay.
Right.
Do you want both phones to go with you to the jail?
Yeah. Hello? Wait, you got to pull it to the phone. Oh, you got it.
It's on speaker.
Hey, I got you on speakerphone. There's been some misunderstanding here with the authorities, and they say they're taking me to jail. So I'm leaving my truck. It's up here to the gate. I'm gonna leave my key with the cashier. So you can come. Just tell them your name is Robert Norton, and if you will, get it and take it to your place. Okay? Yes, sir. It's the gate right here on Magnolia, just across from the Ford place.
So when we can come up there to the Bell place and get jobs?
Yeah. I'm gonna see what they're gonna say about the bail and stuff, you know.
The jail will give you a phone call. They'll let you know everything. Okay.
They give me, because like I said, I don't understand what's going on. So yeah. I might need you to do that. You're going to what? City of Tallahassee?
Leon County.
Leon County.
It's off of Apple Yard.
But come and get the car. I definitely don't like going this place in a time like this, all this disease and stuff going around.
Yeah, well, we'll have y'all up, bro. I'm going to call my daddy right now.
Okay. All right, thanks.
What's his phone number, Robert's?
I mean, because one thing about it, I don't understand. If you took that Sovereign class, I can't understand why you...
Now, the class that I took is all dealing with treaties and negotiations.
This phone is going with you to the jail. Yes. This phone is going to stay in your car.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
At this point, the officers thought that they had it under control, but Robert had other plans. He wasn't going down without a fight.
Hey, did you get that treaty for me?
I'll grab it. I don't know if the jail's going to let you have it, but I'll grab it.
Well, you know, it's all right.
Mind if I grab that key real quick?
I'll give you
Okay. He's saying he wants to grab a copy of that treaty to bring with him to the jail. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. And I'm just doing my job.
Oh yeah, I understand.
We'll get to talk to the judge, and then the judge will let you know what's going on. Because the judge is the one who signed the warrant for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Because just totally, it doesn't make any sense.
So you said you don't use a license?
No, I don't drive.
Well, you were driving.
No, traveling. Everybody have a right to travel, and then I'm a sovereign.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. The judge should know that, you know, like indigenous peoples and Moors, we don't use driving license. You know, I only use a passport. You know, we just have a treaty of peace, friendship. You know, so that's what I go by. You know, I respect, you know, people, and I just think, you know, that's the best way to be.
Well, Mr. Norton, when you see the judge, you got to explain to the judge all of that, okay?
Yes, sir. I will. I mean, I've never been arrested for anything. And,
Yes, sir. When you have a warrant, we're more of a taxi service. We have to take you in.
We put probably a warrant against the license, you know. But me, being I'm a United States of America citizen, I'm not a U.S. citizen, then the warrant probably is against the license, but there should be a warrant for my arrest. It's a distinct difference. Because I'm not gonna use a license. Like I said, I don't drive, I travel. Like I said, like most of like the laws and stuff, you know, I agree with it because if there's a system that's in place that works, you know, then you know.
Finally, he was taken to court, where he pled no contest to driving without a valid license. The consequence? A $433 fine and a stark reality check. Norton may have walked away with a slap on the wrist, but Eric Martin, a Michigan lawyer and ex-convict, had a different fate. Armed with his so-called sovereign citizen status, he thought he could break the law without consequence.
You got your license with you? No, I'm not driving, so I don't need a license. I've been in prison 24 years. The U.S. Supreme Court talking to me.
You're not going to convince me.
No one may be required to obtain a license in order to get a license, registration, insurance. Why? Because some scumbag wants to make money, yeah.
Michigan police pulled over a man on a moped. Just another routine stop. Or so they thought. His name, Eric Martin. But as they got closer, one thing became clear. This was anything but routine. What they were about to uncover would change everything.
You got your license with you? No, I'm not driving, so I don't need a license.
You are driving.
Driving is a commercial term only. Under U.S. Supreme Court case, Penn Hollows 1, only when you're carrying passengers or property for hire is someone driving. So I'm not driving, I'm traveling privately. I'm not carrying passengers or property for hire. Therefore, I don't need a license under U.S. Supreme Court cases. Penn Hollows 1 is many more to say the same thing.
All right. Can you step out the vehicle for me? Do you have any weapons or anything like that?
No, I got a knife in here.
Okay, don't reach for it. Can I have you come over this?
Yeah, we grab a key here.
Okay. Is there if I search you real quick?
Well, I'm not authorizing, but I mean, if you're going to...
I'm not telling you you have to. I'm just asking yes or no. Can I search?
If you have no reason to do it.
Okay, I do have a reason to stop you. Your moped's not or doesn't have a registration sticker display, so that's the reason for the stop today. Okay.
So, like I said, so that's why I'm in the process. I'm gonna be getting a class action going to make that clear in the state law to understand. There's an assumption under maybe state law, but see, they don't, like I said, they don't make it clear though in state law that the U.S. Supreme Court case says this. So that needs to be cleared up. And I'm working on doing this with all the United States. I already called Jeffrey Feiger's firm to see if they're going to do this. I want them to do this so this won't be happening. See, this shit shouldn't be happening because, like I said, the U.S. Supreme Court already made it clear. It's a human right to travel. Okay, so as part of our human right to travel, they already made it clear we do not need a license, we don't need registration, we need insurance, we need supercars, all this. So, but it just needs to be made clear, so please understand it clearly so people won't be stopped and, harassed and bothered with this when it's clearly a human right to travel. It's only when, for commercial purposes, do we need a license. Like when you're working as an employee for an employer, that's only when you need a driver's license. And that's clear if you look at Black's Law Dictionary. The definition of driver makes that clear in the Black's Law Dictionary in the U.S. Supreme Court case. The cases.
Yeah. Do you have an ID with you?
Yeah.
Can I see that?
Yeah. Must I?
Yeah. I'm recording.
I don't want to, but I don't want to, refuse neither one hand, but.
Okay. Okay, if you would just come over here and see on the front bumper here. Woody, can you stay with him? He also says he has a fanny pack.
Okay.
Just for self-defenses and the job I work on cutting the box.
What I'm gonna have you do, just so that no one rear ends our car, since you're sitting at the front of it, I don't want you to get hurt. Why don't you sit down on the curb? Because if you get rear-ended, if our car gets rear-ended, you're gonna get killed. Why don't you sit down for a second? That way you're off the roadway.
I'll just stand. That's okay.
That's fine.
All right. No, I don't, because...
At this point, the officers knew exactly who they were dealing with. But one thing was certain, they were just as ready as he was.
Then... maybe, what am I showing? I don't know, I think underneath here something, some type of dent piece might be metal right there, something in there. Certainly not as filled as mine has been. I've been in prison 24 years and sitting in the garden with it's an 87 model, but something under there, see?
Do you know how many cc's it is?
It's 49 or 50, one of it.
49 or 50. Okay. Alright. Could you have them just stand over there again?
Yeah. Come on back here, sir. What's your first name?
Eric.
Eric? Alright. You said you've been to prison before?
Yeah.
How long ago was that you got out?
Well, over 2 years ago or so.
2 years ago out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for nonviolent stuff. Right?
All right.
I was a jailhouse lawyer, and that's why I know a lot about this.
Okay.
Law.
So you're actually incorrect. I'm one of the training officers here, and I'm extremely knowledgeable in laws. In fact, I can cite case laws where most police officers will not. What you're talking about is not a case law. That the most recent U.S. Supreme Court, and you all know that U.S. Supreme Court is the rule of the land.
Top dog, right?
Wren versus U.S. Wren versus U.S. dictates that anybody operating a motor vehicle that commits a motor vehicle violation under state code, local code, or even anything else is eligible to be stopped and must produce a driver's license. Anybody that doesn't produce a driver's license can be placed under arrest for no operator's license on person. I'll cite you penal code after penal code after penal code. I can cite you case law under state, local, federal, whatever you want. Anything you want. Wren versus U.S. is a thing that applies to all motor vehicle codes in the entire United States. You must have a driver's license. Have your vehicle registered, and you cannot operate a motor vehicle anywhere in the country unless it is all properly registered, properly insured, if that state requires insurance. Period. End of story.
Okay, now
Wren versus U.S. WHREN versus U.S.
Even the term motor. Okay, I haven't read that case, but the term I already know they all use the same.
You can't use a dictionary.
Motor.
You cannot use a dictionary.
Not a regular.
You cannot use a dictionary.
A Black's Law dictionary. That's what the courts go by.
You cannot use the dictionary. All case laws define in the case themselves what a motor vehicle is, what a driver's license is. It's all defined in case laws. You can't use some random dictionary that you have.
This Black's Law and Bouvier's Law Dictionary says what I said about the definition of a driver.
Doesn't matter what
strictly
black.
Commercial, and even the motor vehicle, that term in itself, that's strictly a commercial. It's only when you're doing a commercial as an employee.
No.
It's
no.
Yeah, that's what the U.S. Supreme Court in Penhall. Look up Penhall, and it says that there's many more cases.
Defines what motor vehicles are.
It's strictly commercial.
No.
Yeah, I already know. It's
no, you're wrong. Okay. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that I want you to be educated on the law, and it's not too often that I run into people that do cite case law, but you're incorrect in it. You're incorrect. Okay. I don't mind I tell people the law all the time. I like doing it, especially when someone's educated on it. But right now you're not educated correctly on it. So I'd rather have this conversation so that you, from going forward, know the law, cite the case. It's perfect because we all got to abide by the same thing. Wren versus U.S. You got it.
I got it download. I downloaded on my Facebook page. Watch. See Facebook. Okay, there's me, right?
Yeah.
Now, boom, look. Where'd it go? I downloaded some of these videos and these case law, these sites where they say straight from the U.S. Supreme Court. Now these are my downloaded videos. I'm trying to find where it says specifically that the whole driving thing and the motor vehicle, that's a term commercial only, because it's a human right to travel. It's under the Due Process Clause of Michigan Federal Constitution.
Confident in his proclaimed sovereign citizenship, Eric refused to back down. It seemed like his delusion was clouding his right sense of reasoning.
And the U.S. Supreme Court already said, states have no right to dictate, require for license. It's part of the liberty, the right to life, liberty, property without due process.
Versus U.S.
I never read that one, but
well, you need to read it before you start citing incorrect.
But I know it ain't no different from the rest of the cases that already made the law clear that we don't need a license when it's non-commercial. Only when you're an employee do you need a license.
I will spell the case for you. W-H-R-E-N versus U.S.
W-H-R-E-N
versus U.S. Ren versus
I'll
U.S.
check it out, but...
Okay. So that's why we are stopping you. You violated a Michigan Motor Vehicle Code law, and that's why we're having contact with you. Okay?
Well, I'm in my rights to travel under the U.S. Supreme Court case law.
You are required by state law, which is governed under Ren versus U.S., to have your vehicle properly registered, because the state of Michigan is allowed to create laws, as every state is allowed to create their own laws as long as it doesn't conflict with federal law. And the state of Michigan, just like every other state in this union, has required a registration for all vehicles. You must register your vehicle, regardless of whether it's commercial or private. You must register your motor vehicle.
The reason why they in the U.S. Supreme Court is writing this, because see, it's just as a money thing. People want to make money off our right. They're trying to turn our right to travel into a privilege, but it's not. See, right to travel. So the term motor vehicle means every description of carriage or other contrivance, whatever, propelled or drawn by mechanical power and used for commercial purposes, commercial, keyword, on the highways, and transportation of passengers of property or cargo. The term used for commercial purposes means the carriage of persons or property for any fare, fee, rate, charge, or directly or indirectly in connection with any business, or other undertaking intended for profit.
I'm familiar with what you're saying.
USC, that's the federal statute, section 31. Now that's more. I'm not done. That's a federal statute. We're going to go more.
Look up Ren versus U.S.
But first, let me go on right. This is, again, this is license. Look, travel by right. No one may be required, this is the U.S. Supreme Court talking.
You're not going to convince me.
No one may be required to obtain a license in order to speak. Thus, the state can no more license the appellant's right to travel in his automobile. See, automobile is different than motor vehicle. Automobile is when your personal, vehicle, not motor vehicle, which is commercial only. So automobile, see, it's these word games they're tricking us on, or they're not making clear, and a lot of us don't know. So automobile, then it could
versus U.S. doesn't make it clear.
Then it could license his right to print or to speak, for they are all inalienable rights. That means can be taken away. Thomas versus Collins, U.S. Supreme Court, 1944. Okay, see? So the license to, right to travel. And that's not the only one, there's more here.
So when Ren versus U.S. is decided after that, it trumps it.
Ren didn't, no, there's more that after this. Don't believe me, there's more U.S. after this. I'm trying to find it. There's more, I know.
Until you read Ren versus U.S., it's not going to mean anything.
Ren never said the human right to travel has been took. I bet you that. I know it has.
You don't know anything about what Ren says.
It has it, but I know it has it because it's part of a constitutional right. Like I said, the right to life and liberty. That liberty they're talking about, that's just part of the liberty, the right to travel from here to there. Not be dictated, oh, you got to get a license. We want to make money.
When
some
a traffic
scumbags.
stop is affected, what amendment is it under?
14th, under the federal Michigan Constitution, due process.
Search and seizure.
No, the right to life and liberty without due process law. That falls on the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution.
You're right, on a traffic stop, you're seized under the 4th Amendment. When you have a traffic stop.
I'm saying the 14th Amendment dictates the right to the people have life, liberty, or property, okay? That liberty...
He stretched the officer's patience to the limit, proving to be a tough nut to crack. But the question remained, how much longer would they put up with him before they decided to bring him out of his delusion?
Sovereign liberty, that freedom, that's where the right to travel falls under that. To travel. Yes, and it's also a human right under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. To travel, not being dictated by a human. It's like you can't license you to walk from here to here.
That's true.
Would that be wrong? Oh, that's why, because it's the human right to travel.
No, that's true. You are correct on that.
Just like a motorcycle, car, none of it, because
that's wrong.
No, because that's trying to turn a right into a privilege, and therefore just some scumbags make money off of the things. They're making millions of dollars. Oh, get a license, registration, insurance. Why? Because some scumbag wants to make money. Yeah, that's all that's going on. But think how wrong that is, because someone is trying to dictate you, or you know what I mean? To turn a right into a privilege and make money off your right to travel. That's
I'm not going to debate on what the intent is behind it, because I'm not diving into that. What I'm diving into is I enforce the will of the people. The will of the people have governed that this law states that you must have a motor vehicle registered.
That's only when you're driving. But driving is only when it's commercial. It's only when it can be. Not when you're like me. I'm not driving. I'm not commercial. I'm in my right to travel privately, non-commercially. Sure I am. The U.S. Supreme Court said it. So remember, this is supposed to follow it.
Ren versus U.S.
They didn't say. I bet you got to look at the definition. They said. Did they say they only have to do it when you're driving, right? Yes or no?
I've read it.
Okay, you got to look in the term.
I'm encouraging you to read it.
Driving it. I will read. I read all of them.
Until you do, we can.
But I know it has.
It's a moot conversation.
But I know. See, what you're probably not understanding is that definition they're using driving. Then you gotta look at the term what driving means and what motor vehicle. See, I just showed you what motor vehicle means under the federal statute?
Right.
18 U.S.C. section 31.
You're
motor
citing older case laws.
This is a federal statute.
You're citing older case laws.
Well, that wasn't. That don't mean it hasn't been overruled though. It's still current case laws now that say the same thing.
Ren versus U.S.
Number 39
because they would violate the human right to travel. They even did it. They're not going to. I know. No.
Here's an example of it.
Right.
Just like any other case law, like you know when segregation was allowed, and then there was case law that was generated that overruled it because it was the most recent case law. Then that case law overtook everything.
Well,
when Ren versus U.S. overtakes a previous case law, the case laws you're citing, then your case law has now become a moot point.
No, listen, just because there's a newer case law, it only supersedes it and makes it no good if they overrule it on that area of law. But just
trying to debate case law with me.
I studied law 26 years.
Oh, there's no way. This guy's like literally, he has it memorized. He has like.
He has some stuff memorized, I see, but he's wrong in saying just because the case is like this 1944 case, I decided I have a right to travel, right? Okay. It's a human right. And I just showed him 1944 U.S. Supreme Court case.
What I come to?
And he said just because some other
cases he has the right to travel based on a case on a statute from 1944, but I said Ren versus U.S. has trumped that.
No, not the statutes in 1944. The statute, I don't know when that was decided, but it's an 18 section 31.
Yeah.
That makes it clear the motor vehicle is strictly, that's a term that's commercial only. I don't know when that was decided. It's the...
Ren, we're standing here, we got time. Right. My partner's doing stuff, look it up. Ren versus U.S. I told you how to spell it. Read it. It's a long decision. Yep. Look it up.
But I know there's several other U.S. Supreme Court that's current anyways. Like
if Ren was not the most current one, I would cite the most current one. And if it changes Ren, then I wouldn't even cite Ren. Ren is the most current one.
Well, it might be current, but you gotta understand the area of law that you decide.
It is the applicable one.
All right, sir. I'm gonna get you on your way here. We get your citations. I think we can both agree there was some parts of the law we disagreed on, and maybe some parts maybe we did agree on. You know, like I asked to search you said no, and I respected that, right? Okay, so you're getting a citation.
In the end, he was taken into custody, charged with driving without a license, and ultimately sent to jail. If you thought this couple learned the hard way, along came Mrs. Jones, a woman so blinded by her so-called sovereign citizenship status that she made bold claims. But her blindfold was about to be removed, and it wouldn't be gentle.
I am 5. Were you born in the United States of America?
Would let the jail know, the intake, that sovereign citizens.
Why am I being detained?
You're being detained because of all the traffic offenses that you have.
What traffic offenses?
On September the 27th, 2020, a woman later identified as Mrs. Jones was traveling with her kids before she was pulled over by Georgia police after the officers noticed something amiss. But a simple traffic stop took a different turn than the officers had expected, when insane delusions met with reality.
Hey, how are you? Doing well. So I pulled you over because I didn't see the tag. You got it displayed in the back window, but the tint's so heavy that I can't even see it. Do you hear me? Okay, do you have your ID, ma'am? Alrighty, give me just 1 second. Let me run your name and date of birth. I'm gonna see if I can get that tag off the back. Do you have any paperwork for registration for the vehicle? I'm unable to get it to come back based off of the tag. I'm sorry, I can't hear you because of the... Yeah, no, I have to make sure that the vehicle's not stolen, so I was just wondering if you have any type of registration information that says that you're the owner or that somebody else is the owner and that I need to have proof that it's insured on the state of Georgia roads.
Right here, I just have documentation and it's filed. Stamped by Georgia. I don't.
Is that for the vehicle? Does that have a VIN on it? Where are you from? Are you from Texas? You are? Do you have a driver's license in any state? No? Alright, give me just 1 second. Let me see if I can... You mind moving that paper so that I can read the VIN? It's not private property when you're driving it on a state road. I have to be able to check the registration and the insurance for the vehicle. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up. It's owned and maintained by the state.
At this point, one thing was clear. She was a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen who thought she could get away with breaking the rules, but she was about to be put in her actual place.
And so, I don't have a document. Because it has done wrong in the past. There is an order placed, injunction placed against the state of Georgia for me being
Okay, so you're telling me you don't have any form of registration, you don't have any form of insurance, and you don't have a driver's license, correct?
My personal conveyance. It's my private property, and I have a right to travel. That's what.
Okay, do you have any type of proof of insurance for the vehicle?
My personal.
Okay, you are required by the state of Georgia to provide registration, proof of insurance, and an identification whenever you are stopped on a state road. If you are on private property, you would not have to provide those things to me, but since you're on a state road that is maintained by the state and enforced by the state, then you are required to provide those things to me.
I understand when I filed this, and also according to the lawsuit that was placed against the state of Georgia, there is an injunction in place currently, okay, that I am not to be stopped, I am not to be, it's an injunction. That's I have committed a crime. I have not.
At this point in time, you've committed multiple crimes. You have illegally blocked the display of your VIN verification number. Your tag has been illegally displayed in the back because I'm not able to see it.
I have not
Okay, give me just 1 second. She's a traveler. She's a traveler. She says that her vehicle is private property and that she doesn't have to provide me a VIN, proof of insurance, registration, valid driver's license.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm working on it. Probably going to call 30 and make sure I'm doing my job right. See, more over there. Alrighty, ma'am. Here's the deal. I called my supervisor.
At this moment, she was given a chance to retrace her steps, but instead, she chose to take her chances. A careless and regrettable move.
Everything is correct. You need to be able to provide me with registration and insurance on the vehicle and some type of ID in which I can identify you. The ID that you... Because you are the driver of this vehicle on a state road. Ma'am, let me explain to you what's going to happen here. If you don't cooperate, you're going to go to jail. I'm 10-4. And I don't want to have to do that with the kids in the car. Because I respect you and I respect them for the traffic offenses and for obstruction. Okay. Go ahead, sir. 10-9, I'm sorry. I'm just now speaking with her again. I'm sorry, what was your question? Yes, ma'am, you have. That's why I pulled you over. I can't just pull you over because I feel like it. Yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do. Okay. I have the right to pull you over because your vehicle is on state roads. Go ahead and turn off the vehicle, please.
The roadway is clear and they're free for travel.
Okay, your vehicle is on the roadway and therefore I have the right to detain the vehicle if the tag is not presented as if it's supposed to.
I have the right. This is my personal property.
Alright, go ahead and step out of the vehicle then. You have the option to step out of the vehicle or I can force you out of the vehicle. No, you're not listening to my commands. You have yet to identify yourself. I already explained that to you. Yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do. I'm on a traffic stop. You are supposed to identify yourself.
Okay, and I'm going to, what's your name?
Officer Kramer. Yes, ma'am. Are you willing to identify yourself and provide registration? Okay, that identification has not come back. Were you born in the United States of America?
I am tribal.
Were you born in the United States of America?
The laws of the United States. Okay?
What makes you think that? I'm sorry, I missed what your reason was.
You missed my reason. I'm not under your order. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have anything. Okay?
How do you not have that?
So, right now, you're supposed to be a police officer. You're not driving at all.
Ma'am, I'm doing my job. And right now, you're making that very difficult. Can I see that piece of paper you have there? Do it, ma'am?
I have given all the documents. I didn't have it.
Well, actually, no, you haven't, because you have yet to provide your registration and insurance on the vehicle.
Okay? You have the right to travel free and uncovered. Yeah.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm trying to cooperate with you because I don't want there to be any trouble.
There's not going to be any trouble.
If you don't cooperate with me, there will be trouble and you will be going to jail. Yes, ma'am. You're going to have to speak up. With the traffic coming by, I can't hear you.
I said, I'm trying to be harassed by people imposing unconstitutional laws.
There's nothing unconstitutional, ma'am. You broke the law by not having your tags properly displayed in the back of the vehicle.
Despite the officer's patience with her, she continued to be as delusional as possible, determined to argue her way straight into a jail cell.
That's why you're on a traffic stop right now, is because I was unable to see your tag. Yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do. There are code sections. It doesn't seem like it because there's a 40 code section, which is in the law.
Those are, okay, show me a constitutional law that was put in place, not a statute. Not a statute. Show me where there's the Constitution. Show me where. Because you're covered under the Constitution, is that correct? Are you?
We are here to enforce the state law. And right now you have violated the state law.
How did the state laws come about?
I don't understand your question. Yes, ma'am. They wouldn't be able to be signed and documented if they weren't constitutional.
Okay, well, I would love it. Show me that. I would.
So you don't have a driver's license? Do you have a social security card or anything?
I don't have it.
Okay. Are you willing to provide proof of insurance for the vehicle and registration for the vehicle?
I've already my private
Do you have insurance?
I'm covered everything.
Okay.
Realizing her game was up and that there was no way out, she made a sudden move, switching tactics in a way no one saw coming. But the dice had already been cast, and there was no stopping what would come next.
Do what?
Excuse me. Can I ask you why you...
Step out of the vehicle.
Okay, can I speak to a supervisor?
Yeah, he's here. Step out of the vehicle and you can speak with him.
Can I speak?
Yeah, come on. I will let you speak with my supervisor if you step out of the vehicle, ma'am.
We appreciate it. If you want to step back in your car, that's fine.
Go ahead and step back here and you can sit over here or... Yes, ma'am.
For what?
Do you want to speak with my supervisor?
Is this your supervisor?
It is.
Why am I being detained?
You're being detained because of all the traffic offenses that you have.
What traffic offenses?
45. How long have you been out here with us?
Probably about 15, 30 minutes.
Can you explain to me the reason why I pulled you over?
Okay, and I explained to you also. So I want to. I don't. You have. Can I have my ID? Can you give it to my kids, please?
It's gonna go with you to the jail.
How old are your kids? 7. Is there anybody there with a driver's license? Nobody there with a driver's license. Are they close by?
They can't walk on the highway.
Oh, no. Hang on that. You can escort her up there and let her talk to him through the window. That's fine. Positive control.
Hey, do you wanna have
okay, and I do
roll
wanna.
down the window?
Okay, the car is off. Open the door. Open the door. Okay, I do want to let you know there is a injunction against the state of Georgia for in terms of me because I have been harassed and bothered by.
Don't let the dog out.
Don't let the dog out. Don't let the dog get me. Listen, Mr. Howell and Mr. Kinsey, call them and see if they can come get you off. Well, how far is Joshua away?
Are they close by? If they're close by and they can't come get them, I'm glad to give them a ride. I'm glad to give them a ride to where they need to go.
Huh? Where is he?
If they can't get here, like I said, I'm glad to give them a ride where they need to take them. To include the dog. Do you have a phone you can take with you, ma'am? Purse or anything? No. Good? Okay. All right.
Okay. I'll go ahead and step back in my car.
Yeah, I'm Sergeant England. I'm going to stay here with you.
He's going to make sure that your kids are
What
good,
about
okay?
my personal and private conveyance? What about that?
Your what? 95? What's your question?
Personal and private conveyance of the vehicle.
The vehicle's most likely going to be towed.
That's the problem. You don't ever respect anybody's privacy.
Yeah, you're not the one that's... Here, hold tight for just a second. We're going to make sure these don't get any tighter on you. We don't want them to get any tighter. We got 2 cuffs back here, 2 sets. That way they're...
Can I have my ID? Can you leave that with me?
Yeah, it'll be, do you want it to go with you to the jail or do you want it to stay with the vehicle?
Can it stay with the vehicle?
It can, but like I said, the vehicle's most likely going to be towed, so are you sure you want it to stay with the vehicle?
Insurance on the car? With them, please?
She was sent to jail on the counts of driving without a registered license and improper display of tag. In yet another bizarre encounter, Justin Reed, a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen, walked into a police office, confident that he was untouchable. He made an impossible demand, only to have it granted in a way he never expected.
Place you under arrest, sir.
Are you serious?
Of driving, okay?
What do you want to do about it?
So here's the thing, all right? Put your hands behind your back.
All right. I got him already. Open something.
I will take care of it. You're using the Sovereign Citizen script, and your van.
On January the 25th, 2024, a notorious Florida sovereign citizen, Justin Reed, strolled into the Panama City Beach police office, demanding body camera footage from a routine traffic stop involving him. But what started as a simple request quickly took an unexpected turn, leaving him to wonder that his delusion led him into a mess that he couldn't handle.
You're blocked over the screen so you can't see the contents of the screen.
Okay, fair enough.
And stuff like that.
I understand, yeah.
I'm sorry, my hearing's not the best.
I'll be happy to accept that.
Oh, okay.
Screen or something?
Yeah, it's...
Well, thank you. He'll be in contact with me through email?
Yes, sir. He said he'd email you as soon as he gets a second to.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Covert off. Recording.
Sorry, pal. Yeah, he just came back for his records. Checked with the sheriff's office. Warrant hasn't been served yet, so I'm fixing 10:15. You wanna?
It is active.
Yep. Temple. Yeah, checked with the warrants, and they said it still has not been served. So, fixing to go serve it. Yeah. Yep, they have it entered. I checked yesterday, it was good. Checked again today, it still hadn't been served, so good. Justin Reed or Thomason?
Reed.
Okay, so you actually have a warrant for your arrest for DWL-assault, and I do have to place you under arrest, sir.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Can you do me a favor, please?
Can I notify my family?
Sure, in just one moment.
Let me go. Well, I gotta put my phone out first.
Yeah, if you want to.
Hang on. Give me just 1 second, man.
All right.
Hang on. I can't make a call.
Well, I have to place you under arrest, or you will get the opportunity to make a phone call. You will be able to,
What's
yes,
the
sir.
arrest for?
You have a warrant for your arrest for driving on a suspended license.
Driving where?
No idea. Have to double check the warrant for you, boss. All right, sir. I'm going to search your person, make sure you don't have anything on you. Just don't poke me, cut me, stick me, anything like that. That's fine. I'm advising you are going to be searched. So.
You gonna steal some more of my silver?
Why would I need to steal your silver?
I don't know if it was you or not.
Probably not.
Missing from last time.
Couple. I'm going to go this way, sir.
One time I don't wear my camera, you'll arrest me?
I'm very certain that was not planned.
I haven't been notified of any kind of warrant or anything.
Normally it's the Bay County Sheriff's Office that serves that.
Well, I mean, I'm supposed to have beforehand notice of any arrest.
I don't know if that's how that works, but
I mean, you guys, the way they manipulated the whole system, it's ridiculous.
we're going to go right here to the left, sir.
Okay. I'm up here walking around like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's all right.
In this room?
Yes, sir. Stand by from the person.
I was just waiting on it to open?
No.
Okay.
So I have to secure my firearms in the locker before we go into the booking area. I cannot do that without another person present.
Okay.
Sir, I'm going to have you sit
First time
over
in
here.
here.
Welcome.
You say so.
Go ahead and have a seat, please. I'm just going to type up some
I
paperwork.
prefer to stand.
Well, I'd prefer you to have a seat, sir. So please have a seat. All right. Your property is going to be secured in one of our lockers here. and I'm going to put this in the locker in front of you.
Use that phone real quick. You
You'll
said
be
I
able-
could.
Your locker's going to be locker number 8. Would you do me a favor and please take off your shoes, sir?
In no time, officers understood the kind of man that he was, and they were determined to teach him a lesson of 2 lifetimes.
Unfortunately, we'll have to remove your shoes. Please have a seat,
Why
sir.
is that?
Shoelaces are dangerous in cells. So
I'm
please have a
handcuffed.
seat,
How
sir.
can I use shoelaces?
Sir, please sit down or remove your shoes. I'll give you one of the 2 options.
What's the other option?
The other option is to take your shoes off, and then they go in the locker with the rest of your property.
You guys are ridiculous. Y'all see what y'all are doing to humanity?
Sir, so far you are only being charged with whatever's on the warrant. If you refuse to
I haven't
cooperate,
been notified of any warrant.
If you refuse to
What do you
cooperate,
mean?
you will receive additional charges of resisting arrest.
Oh my Lord, you guys. Y'all see what y'all are doing? Y'all are enslaving this country. It's ridiculous.
Please remove your shoes, sir. If you can kick them off, if not, I'll untie them for you if you'd like.
I'll let you.
Thanks, sir. Get the bow on the Oh, okay. Thank you,
See,
sir.
I'm getting arrested for wanting records. This is ridiculous.
Again, they're going in locker number 8 with the rest of your property. I'll put them under your hat so they don't get your hat dirty. All right, sir. If you please stand up, I'll escort you to one of the holding cells, take your handcuffs off to secure you in the cell.
Can I get my phone to notify my family?
Not right now.
You guys are ridiculous. I
Say
went
it.
and fought
Belt.
a war. I went and fought a war for
Yes, sir.
this.
I do also have to remove your belt, sir.
Holy Jesus. You guys are destroying this country and you don't even care. When we go to heaven, the first place we go is to the courts of heaven.
Go back to your locker, sir, so you can see me put this in your locker.
You don't have to hold me so rough, man. I'm not going anywhere.
I appreciate your cooperation, sir. Then you go to the door straight ahead, and I'll remove the handcuffs from you and secure you in the cell, sir.
And what am I waiting on exactly?
Transport to the Bay County Jail for your warrant.
I can't make a call in here to notify my family?
No, sir, you'll be able to make a phone call at the jail.
They didn't allow that last time there, I did. You guys don't. Oh, y'all are indoctrinated so bad. I feel bad for you guys.
All right, sir, please have a seat in the cell. Thank you.
Recording.
Version of your property receipt. I did one handwritten, including all the items that I'd placed in the locker. Because I wasn't able to print the printed receipt, I did a handwritten copy of it. So I've got the property of the inmate, today's date, your name listed on there is listed on the paperwork, the case number associated with this, 2 silver rectangles. That's what's on your warrant and your paperwork, so that's what's on this paperwork.
How you associate me with that then if that's not my name?
Well, everything else matches your driver's license number, your social security number. So 2 silver rectangles, 1 silver dollar coin, 1 copper coin, 5 $1 bills, 1 $5 bill, 1 phone in brown case, missing the $10 bill, let me write that down. 1 $10 bill. Actually, I think there was the hat and belt as well. See, that's why I double check. 1 hat, 1 belt, 1 pair of shoes. All right, in addition to the numbers that are read off of this, adding the $10 bill, the hat.
In a moment of sheer frustration, he decided to switch tactics, but the officers, they weren't falling for it.
Belt and pair of shoes, paper receipt, keychain, blue lighter, and 1 phone in a brown case. Those are the items I took off of you. Those are the items that are in the locker there. Okay, hold on. All right, so I'll go over the paperwork with you here, just so there's no confusion as to what you were placed under arrest for. Barely. All right. Included now on there are the medical card, the ID, the Direct Express card, and the EBT card. All right, so the reason I was placing you under arrest is you had a warrant Here's the warrant number for driving on a suspended license with knowledge.
I'm supposed to get a ticket for that though. I never received a ticket.
That would have been submitted with the warrant, I'd imagine.
Yeah, see, but I've never received any of that stuff. How can they have a...
You'll have to get up with the sheriff's office about that with their warrants division. So that was the reason you were placed under arrest, so with the warrant for driving on a license with suspended.
One single charge?
Yes. Yes, sir. Your license is showing as suspended indefinitely as of 2022, or sorry, 2023. I'm sorry. I think you not being able to hear me and me not being able to hear you is playing well against each other. So I placed you under arrest for the warrant. A check of your driver's license shows that it was suspended indefinitely January of last year.
I don't have a driver's license on me. How do you attach that to me?
Your face matches the photo. Your information matches what's on file for you. Name, social security number, date of birth. That's on file with the state of Florida. Moreover, your state-issued medical card also matches the information that's on file and includes a photo of your face looking as you do now, minus the facial hair. Sure, but it's got your face and information on it. It even includes the same address listed on you for the warrant. Street, Panama City Beach. So all of your items have been secured in there besides the hat, belt, and shoes, which obviously wouldn't fit in this bag. Yeah, so if I could get it to fit in this bag, that would be a trick. So these items I'm going to seal in front of you. These are all the coins, cash, phone.
Out of Bay County.
I don't have that on this form. You'd have to get that from the sheriff's office. Unfortunately, that's not on this form. You'll have to get that information from the sheriff's office, from their warrants department. All right. I'm putting the paperwork and your property in the locker, sir. All right, sir, for more information about the warrant, you'll have to get up with the Bay County Sheriff's Office Warrants Division. You'll be here for a little bit until you're transported to the Bay County Jail. I'll let the dispatch know that you're going to have somebody come pick up the car. That way it's not towed from our parking lot.
He was charged for driving with a suspended license and without a tag. However, he was let off with probation, only for the chaos to pick up right where it left off. Less than a month later, he was right back in cuffs and for the exact same offense.
Hello. Deputy Navarro of the Bay County Sheriff's Office. You don't have a tag on your vehicle. Do you have a license?
Not on me, sir. I don't believe I do.
You don't have a license on you?
I was just trying to run the store to get some food for my dog real quick.
Okay, well, you know you can't drive this vehicle, right, without a tag?
I'll turn around then and go back to the house. And I'll walk
no,
down
sir.
there.
You were going to stay here, okay?
All right.
So you don't have your license on you?
No, sir. All I have for identification right now is this.
Okay. Do you have registration on this vehicle, and do you have your...
It's not mine. I don't know where really anything is.
You said it's not yours?
No.
Whose vehicle is this?
It was my neighbor's across the road.
It was your neighbor's?
Yeah. He lets me use it whenever he wants. I mean,
but it's parked in your driveway?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, because you don't have a license, or do you have a valid license?
Not with me.
Not with you?
No, I'm trying to get it reinstated, but I got to pay some fees that are kind of exorbitant right now.
So your license isn't even valid?
No.
Okay.
No, sir, not right now.
All right. Sit tight, okay? Hey, Justin, step out of the vehicle for me, all right?
What you need?
All right, come here.
Are you being arrested?
We've got an issue here, okay?
What's the issue?
Well, the issue is, one, your driver's license has been suspended since 2022.
Oh, that's...
Okay? Yes. Two, all right, you're driving a vehicle with no tag on it.
It's not driving, though. That's kind of a commercial term.
No.
Private.
You're traveling by means of driving.
No, sir.
Yes. Well, what
I
are the
disagree
means?
with that.
What means are you traveling then? You're traveling, but by what means?
By using an automobile.
Right. You're operating an automobile, correct?
No.
You're operating, meaning you're in control of. You're not in control of an automobile. You're not in control of this automobile.
I'm in use of it.
You're in use of it.
Yes.
So you don't control it.
I mean, it's got a computer system.
It's got a computer. My man,
if it decides to take control, it
you
can.
are in control of this automobile, okay? It doesn't self-drive.
Right.
You are in control. So you are operating because you are in control of a motor vehicle and traveling by means of driving, okay?
What do you want to do about this?
So here's the thing, all right? Put your hands behind your back.
All right. I got them already.
I will take care of it.
Can we go by my house?
No.
Because I got stuff that's sitting out that's going to ruin my dogs.
Well, then you're going to have to call somebody to come take care of your pets, okay? 442 Bay.
I feel like I'm just a giant target now. You already arrested me once, haven't you?
1015, one white male. Yes, I have actually, and I told you that I was going to be looking for this van because it is.
So you're just watching my house waiting on me to mess up then?
No, I was
as soon as I drove by, you turned around and pulled me over.
Yeah, because I noticed the van. I know exactly what van you drive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
where you want me at?
You're going to sit in the back of my vehicle.
Here we go again.
Yeah, man. I told you if I see that. I told you if I see that van traveling, okay, then I was going to pull it over and I was going to tow it and I was going to place you under arrest. I told you that. I said you need to get things in order. All right. You don't have a proper driver's license. You don't have your van registered. You don't have that van registered. Okay. You're using the Sovereign Citizen script, and your van, your license plate, is kind of
you guys just
reflecting. Well, yeah, that's your label, man. Stop using the Sovereign Citizen script.
I don't
and
use anything.
You just said.
For the second time, he was charged with driving with a suspended license and without a tag, and sent off to jail. Next is a woman who called herself a sovereign citizen, convinced that the law had no hold on her. But the real world had other plans, and a rude awakening was just around the corner.
Or under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places.
You have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license.
No, you do not. I know you're an officer and you think you know all the laws. Sorry, but nobody knows all the laws.
Face that way and put your hands behind your back.
Ow!
On April the 5th, 2022, a police officer initiated a routine traffic stop for expired tags. Little did he know, he was about to encounter a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen who would test the limits of his patience and training.
Hi there. Yep. Hey, I'm Officer Kennedy, Myrtle Creek Police Area, conversation being recorded, okay?
Yes, it is.
The reason for the stop today is that I noticed your tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it, just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm, so if you reach for it, we have issues.
It is.
Okay, don't ever reach for it, okay? Okay. Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay, you're not going to do that. You're not going to put a firearm in here. Okay, so just hear me out. Stop talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting off an intimidating
Well, I'm not going to hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab it and take it out. I'm not going to seize it or anything.
No, I do not want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your ID?
I am willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly see it.
Do not touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll tell you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move them. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that?
I think I'll just plead the fifth.
That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my hands on the steering wheel.
But you told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. Okay, if you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense? So will you tell me your name and date of birth?
Not until I present this paperwork.
Okay. 3216. Can I get another unit? I'm going to get my chief down here for you.
Okay.
Keep your hands right where they're at.
I will keep them there as long as I can.
Okay, perfect. They need to remain there and your hand needs to stay away from them.
And I already told you, I will keep them there as long as I can. This is not exactly a comfortable position.
Not yet. Female's verbally uncooperative.
I am not uncooperative. I am simply answering you without lying.
Not at this time.
The driver's confrontational attitude quickly turned a simple traffic stop into a powder keg. As tensions rose, the officer found himself in a delicate dance between maintaining authority and avoiding escalation.
See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being confrontational.
Okay, maybe let me use a different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but I'd say so are you, because you're not getting everything you want exactly when you want it.
Yeah, because I gotta survive every contact, and I'm gonna get what I want when there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Oh yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I have.
You've met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you haven't met me, so therefore you have no idea whether I'm reliable or not.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe it's a police uniform and a badge. But that's fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go home every day.
I don't trust the badge.
Okay, you don't have to trust me, but not that I don't trust you, I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stop hundreds, possibly thousands of people every year, and I have to survive each of those contacts for a duration of 25 years. Okay?
I understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm, and so that's what I go off of, okay?
And I was willing to compromise with you, but you're not willing to compromise. You want it your way.
What is the compromise?
I am willing to put it on the dash, or even to allow you to put it on the dash. I would
like to do that.
Willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay. I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay.
After a heated exchange, the driver finally agreed to let the officer secure her firearm. But this small victory was just the eye of the storm, and the officer had no idea what was coming next.
Will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other firearms with you?
No.
Okay.
Can I put my hands down now?
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
Now, can I begin going over this paperwork with me that you're going to thoroughly disagree with me on anyway?
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you. It may be legitimate, okay?
It is legitimate.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Once I get this done, we'll move on with the rest of the stop. You don't get to decide how things go. Okay. I'm all about respecting you and trying to work with you.
I was trying to be helpful.
You were not. I was asking you to do something and you were refusing to.
I was talking about with getting the bullets out of the gun. I was just
Look,
it would have been easier and faster to get the bullets out if you'd have pushed the release.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to say.
Before that, I was giving you a lawful order, and you were refusing to obey that. For personal feelings, I understand that. You did not prefer it that way. But there's times during a traffic stop or an interaction with police, you have to set your personal opinion or feelings aside to obey a lawful order.
You agreed to put my weapon on my dash.
Afterwards.
No.
Correct. After I told you
to put my weapon.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna wait for the chief and we'll go from there. I'm gonna put it on the dash now. You need to not reach for it, and I'm gonna put it on that side. Will you roll that window down?
I have to turn.
Just turn it to the on. Yeah, accelerator on. That's fine.
Sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here.
When asked for identification, the driver unleashed a barrage of pseudo-legal arguments that would make any constitutional lawyer cringe. The officer was about to learn firsthand why sovereign citizens are considered the torment of law enforcement.
Okay, where's your identification at?
I will just wait for your chief.
Fine with me. there a reason you're being difficult? I'm trying to give you every opportunity to...
Quite honestly, I don't feel like repeating myself. And if I go through all this with you, then I have to go over it yet again with the chief.
Okay.
I don't feel like repeating myself.
Okay.
So, I am not refusing to identify. I am simply requesting that you take into account that there's more to it than maybe even what you know. I know, you're an officer and you think you know all the laws. Sorry, but nobody knows all the laws.
I've never claimed to.
I would certainly hope not, because I feel bad for anybody that has to.
So, Chief, will you roll that window down for the chief so we can hear everything that's being said?
The arrival of the police chief brought hope for a quick resolution. However, the driver's continuous refusal to cooperate was about to turn this traffic stop into a full-blown legal circus.
Okay, can I have your license, please?
Just real quick, man. I'm just sitting on my name's Chief Bruce. You know I got my camera going too, so it is recording, okay?
Tim, I've got my camera recording as well.
Okay.
Now, as I told you before I relinquish my information, I am going to go over this paperwork.
Okay, that's fine.
So, as you're asking me for my driver's license, I do want you to know that the right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. And I can give you where to find that if you would like.
And we don't need to. The U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that, so...
No, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have. And you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license.
No, you do not.
Okay, we can argue this later, so you need to provide the officer with your driver's license, or you will be arrested for failure to carry and present.
For what crime?
Failed to carry and present a driver's license. That's a Class C misdemeanor in the state of Oregon.
Without a crime, it is not a failure.
So you have to let go of it. You have to present
Why
it to
Why do I have to let go of it? I presented it. You can see it.
Do you have a concealed handgun license with you?
No.
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
Not required.
Okay. Good. Whether you feel it's required or not, do you have insurance information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you have registration information? Whether it's required in your opinion or not, do you have...
I don't know if it's here in the car or not.
Okay, so you just don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back.
As the situation spiraled further out of control, the officers decided to arrest the driver. Little did they know this was only the beginning of a bureaucratic nightmare that would test everyone's resolve.
Gina, what's the deal, okay? You need to step out of the vehicle because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
You're placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
Ma'am, do you recall I asked you if that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view, right? Okay, so it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry, nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat?
Or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under clothing, that's concealed.
Guys want to know.
And additionally, it's also a crime to present me with a driver's license knowing that it's suspended. I see you were convicted of driving while suspended in late December of 2021, which was only a few months ago. Additionally, you haven't been reinstated at all since then, so there's a pretty good inclination that you knew you were suspended and knew that license was not valid. That's also a crime in the state of Oregon.
You're making assumptions.
No, that's...
You're making assumptions.
Oh, as far as your knowledge
you're
of that?
Assuming whether I knew or did not know.
Right, I never said I knew for a fact. Okay? I'm not in your mind, I can't know that. But there's pretty good evidence to show that you likely knew. But additionally from that, for the concealed firearm, yes, you are under arrest. So we just need you to step out. We don't want it to be incident or anything. Just ask you to step out and face the panel up there for us, please.
So maybe like I explained to you, this isn't the place to argue. That just makes things worse. That's why there's court.
Yeah, you guys looked for the most petty thing that you could to arrest me for.
Okay, well we didn't.
And I'm willing to bet that in the process, you guys have got a whole lot of other things going on. So before we jump to that, I'd like to know what I was pulled over for.
I told you were stopped for expired tags. Okay, additionally, the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended. It appeared to look similar to you based off the picture I pulled up before I stopped you. But in and of itself, I can stop you if the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended and the description would match. Additionally, you have a light housing on the back here that's broken. I didn't notify you that that's why I stopped you, because I was primarily just stopping you for the tags. But I mean, we can point at things, but I don't want to nitpick with you. I don't want to argue with you.
Even as the officers calmly explains the charges, the driver's defiance reached new heights. She was about to learn the hard way that sovereign citizen arguments hold no water in the real world.
Okay, this is kind of what we're going to do. You're obviously very familiar with the courts. You referenced the Supreme Court earlier in the stop, okay? So you know that that's the place to argue this stuff. So at this point, that's why you're under arrest, okay? So we're going to ask that you step out. We don't want an argument with you. We don't want any altercation. So your car, so you were convicted of driving while suspended recently. So
you have no insurance on the vehicle.
You guys have no legal right to tell it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court.
But I'm talking to you now.
Okay, this isn't the place for these arguments, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step out of the vehicle. And if you refuse
I will step out of the vehicle. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that a vehicle is a household effect.
Okay.
Therefore, you have no right to tow it.
Okay. Again, you can argue that in court. You can argue that. You can file lawsuits. You can do what you like.
So,
okay.
In other words, what you're saying is that you don't care.
Get him on the camera.
That you are stomping all over my country.
What I care about is this is my job. Okay, I am educated. I'm informed. I get the training on laws and court rulings.
But that does not mean that you know all the laws.
Okay.
And that does not mean that you are kept up to date on the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings.
Right. So I'm pretty kept up to date. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. Okay. But this isn't the place for it.
Eating crow later is not going to help me.
Okay. Well, it might. So. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You are under arrest.
You guys are taking something that you have no legal right to take.
Again, not the place for the argument.
Finally realizing that her legal theories weren't going to save her, the driver reluctantly exited her vehicle. It was a harsh lesson that no amount of pseudo-legal jargon would overcome handcuffs and a patrol car.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way. Face that way and put your hands behind your back.
Ow!
Good.
Would you please
Do you need two sets of cuffs?
I have a right shoulder injury.
Okay.
So
Chief, will you hold this arm? We'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you.
And please.
We'll do our very best. I'm only limited by these 2 cuffs.
Too high.
It'd be a little better if you were able to hold a little more still.
Sorry that I'm not standing still enough for you. I'm a little bit scared.
Okay. Let me check the tightness on this one.
Real quick, ma'am, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used before the law. You have the right to have a present lawyer being questioned. If not or to hire a lawyer, or will be appointed to represent you at no expense. Do you understand those rights, ma'am?
I'm going to double lock these just so they don't tighten up anymore on you. Okay, man. I'll have you walk back this way with me. The front of my car here.
Okay, I know you say you're pleading the fifth, but do you have someone who is a licensed, valid driver who can come take control of your vehicle within a reasonable amount of time, which would be within the next 20 minutes or so? Bryson.
His neighbor.
Okay. And are you still living at the Candyville address? It's on your license? I'm only asking because I'm trying to think about how long it's going to take somebody to get here.
Yes, I live in Candyville.
Okay. Would you like to call Bryson to see if he can come get your vehicle?
I would appreciate it.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone that I can bring out here? And
it's on the windshield.
Okay. Can I grab that to bring that out here?
Yes,
for you?
you may.
All right.
In a twist of irony, the once defiant Sovereign citizen now found herself cooperating with the systems she so vehemently opposed. As she sat in the back of the patrol car, reality began to set in. Even Sovereigns can't turn back the hands of time.
I'll have you step this way for me. And just right around me to the door here. So the best way is going to be to get up as close to that corner as you can, face me, and then sit back, and then swing your legs in. Just do your best. You can take as much time as you need.
Officer, you're going to have to.
Okay, how would you like me to help you? Would you like me to hold pressure on your back so you can slowly go in?
Do you want to hold onto your sweatshirt like this?
That'll work.
Okay. Slowly lean down.
As slow as you need.
A little more, yep.
Okay.
Keep going. There we go.
Awesome.
Yep.
Good talk. Okay, so your head should be clear now. And I'll give you some time to get your legs in.
It's not as easy as
I know, it's difficult.
Okay, this is...
You want me to go on the other side and pull on you?
Can you push my feet up?
Yep. There we go. I'll sit you up. Perfect. There we go. Okay, would you like a window down?
No, thank you.
In the end, her misguided stand against authority resulted in charges of driving with a suspended license and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. Next is a man who thought he could play by his own rules, untouchable and above the law.
Hey, buddy. You roll your window down for me? I can't hear you. You need to roll your window down for me. Just a little bit more for me, please.
You can hear me.
Go ahead, give me another unit.
You can hear me.
Okay, man. Are you James? Are you James? James?
I do not answer questions.
Stop the window.
Oh, he's going in his bag. He's going in his bag.
Oh, hell no.
Get it.
No, I do not consent to arrest. I do not consent to arrest.
On the 19th of May 2023, an officer initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle bearing suspended tags, creating the perfect moment for a surprise encounter.
Hey, buddy. You roll your window down for me? I can't hear you. You need to roll your window down for me. Just a little bit more for me, please.
You can hear me.
Go ahead, give me another unit.
You can hear me.
Okay, may I see your driver's license, please? Registration and proof of insurance. The reason I'm stopping you, sir, your tax owing suspended for no insurance.
No, sir. I think
I'm sorry?
I said, sir.
Sir.
If I committed a crime.
Okay, we're not going to play that game today, okay?
I'm not going to give you.
Okay, I need your driver's license, sir.
Sir, what's your name?
Sir, my name is Sergeant Glass, ID 293. My name is Sergeant Glass, ID 293.
Okay.
Your tag is showing suspended for not having insurance on file.
Unfortunately, you got it wrong.
Okay, so you're going to refuse to identify yourself? You want to go down that route?
I admit, unfortunately, sir,
That's the route you're going to go. You have committed a crime.
No, I'm not.
Sir, your tag is showing suspended.
How is no? This is my New York.
You have no insurance.
No.
So here's how we resolve this. Listen, show me proof of insurance, and we're done. It's a very simple process. Drivers refusing to cooperate, refusing to give any information.
Get your supervisor down here.
I am the supervisor, sir.
Unreadable. I don't answer questions.
I don't need that, sir.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I don't answer questions.
Sovereign citizen. I need a unit. Refusing to ID. You get 14.
I don't answer questions.
I copied Sovereign Citizen that you need additional units.
Sir, I'm explaining this.
Still unreadable.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my radio. Can you run the RO?
What is your reasonable articulation?
Sir, I already told you what my suspicion was.
Oh, I don't think no.
Okay? Your tag is coming back.
Probably just be advised your traffic is unreal.
Are you James? Are you James? James?
I do not answer questions.
Sir, let me explain this to you. I really don't want to go down this road with having to take you out of the car for failure to identification. Sir, the window will come down. Okay? Don't be reaching for anything in the car.
I'm not reaching for anything.
Okay?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, well, you're going to have to give me your information, sir, by Florida law. Okay? And let me guess, you're traveling, right? You're not driving a vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, well, I need your ID. Your tag is suspended. You have no insurance, and it says, according to the DMV, your driver's license is suspended. Okay? So, you really want to go to jail over something silly like this? When it could just be a ticket? Is that what you really want to do?
The driver seemed to not be moved by the officers and wasn't ready to give in.
Well, sir, you have to.
I do not answer questions.
All right, step out of the car.
Nope.
Sir, I'm giving you a lawful reason to step out of the vehicle.
No.
Sir, if you don't step out of the vehicle, you're going to be escorted from the vehicle.
I do not answer questions.
Okay? You're going to be escorted from the vehicle. I really don't want to do that, James.
I do not answer questions.
I understand that.
I do not answer questions.
Give me your insurance card and show me your insurance is valid.
Do you want a car in front of him?
Yeah.
Can you put your car in front of him?
Don't be reaching for anything in the car. No, get your hand out of that right now.
You guys in front?
Don't be reaching for anything in the car. I need you to step out of the car, sir. Let's go. Step out of the car. I don't need your book on what you have to do. You know the rules for a traffic stop. Okay? Your license is showing suspended. Your tag is suspended, and it says you have no insurance on file. Then show me that.
That's impossible.
Then show me that.
I don't consent to arrest.
It's not a consent thing, sir.
I never committed a crime, sir.
Sir, I'm telling you right now, you have to identify yourself to me.
It's not Nazi Germany.
You're right, it's not. We're not doing that, sir. All I'm asking you for is your driver's license.
I'm not, sir. Ready to reach and pull a gun on me.
I'm not reaching for. You're the one reaching into a bag, sir. I haven't pulled my gun out. But you're the one reaching into a bag against my orders of asking you not to do that. All right, are you going to step out of the car or not?
I'm not, sir.
Stand by with him, please.
Yep.
We're going to have to take him out of the car.
Hey, he keeps reaching around, so just keep your eyeballs. He's not.
Since he was hesitant about answering questions, he felt he should be the one asking them.
At the end of it, we can give you everybody's information.
All 418.
Yep. It's John Wisney.
What's your ID?
454.
Sharon 331.
He did. He just said it. Say it again. 454.
I can't hear you. What's my name? Officer John.
Officer Sharon 331.
Well, I walked up on this, so what's going on? I can't, what? You won't answer questions? Why not? Why? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Speak a little bit more loudly and clearly.
I think we're unlocked over here, I think.
Penal code? Okay. Okay.
Although the officer was trying to state the laws to him and allow him to cooperate, his sovereignty proved to be all in his head.
Well, and to drive on the state of Florida, you need a driver's license. And you have to be able to provide proof of that driver's license. Well, you have to be able to provide proof of registration and insurance as well. What if you did commit a crime then? If you did commit a crime, would you then ID yourself? Hypothetically speaking here, just conversation between you, if you did commit a crime, would you identify yourself? Okay. Well, if you did commit a crime, would you identify yourself or not? Okay. So you believe there is no crime?
What's on the front of that, is it? Okay, is there a Florida tag on that car?
No, New York.
It's New York, okay, because I'm saying there's a New York pass up here, okay. Hey, just make sure you watch his hands. He was going in and out of the bag a couple of times. Hey, if it goes that route, I have my window punch from the bowler route.
All right, James, so let me explain what's going to be happening, okay? The so that you understand, okay? I was able to find your driver's license for you, so now I know who you are, okay? So that's number one. Number two, you are driving with a suspended tag and a suspended no insurance, which means your car will not be allowed to be driven, okay? I know, I'm telling you what's happening. So the question is, do you have somebody that can come and get you in the car, that can come and get you? Because you're not going to be able to drive. I can't hear you. No, I got your driver's license, so I know who you are now. That's the easy part. The hard part is, if you just show me proof of insurance, you're on your way. Then it's nothing more than a clerical issue.
At this point, he only escalated the situation when he could have just complied and been laid off.
I haven't committed a crime, so...
You have.
No, I have not.
You've committed a traffic infraction, sir.
You throwing that at me.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you what the state... Listen, you're in Florida. You committed a traffic infraction. Okay? So I don't understand why you just won't give me a proof of insurance and be on your way.
You committed a crime, sir.
You have.
No, I have not.
You have committed a traffic infraction. You're driving with suspended plates. It is a criminal offense to drive with no insurance in the state of Florida. It is a criminal offense.
I have not committed a crime.
Are you driving the vehicle?
I have not committed a crime.
Are you driving the vehicle?
I have not committed a crime.
When was the last time you were arrested?
I do not answer questions.
Of course you don't.
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Then DSH somebody, no record found. Record not found from Florida.
Okay, so he has nothing here.
Correct. So the tag, that's all it is, just it got suspended because there's no insurance on file.
Right, the problem is I can't let this car drive with no insurance.
Correct.
All right, James, here's the scoop. Either you show me proof of insurance, or you're going to have to be escorted out of the car because I'm going to have to tow the car. So which way would you like to go? Give me a window punch. He's coming out. Okay, I'm going to break the window, sir. I really don't want to do that to you. The window's going to be broken. Okay? The window's going to be broken. Okay? I'm not violent. If you just show me proof of insurance, we would be all set, James. Why won't you do that? Sir, why won't you do that?
James, listen to me real quick. James, listen to me, dude. We don't want to break your window. We don't want to break your window. That's the last thing we want to do. Okay.
Use driver's window.
Or show us proof of insurance. Simple. You want to do that one? Okay. We don't. The gentleman that was talking to me is our supervisor. So, he didn't ask several times just to show insurance.
That's all I ask is his insurance.
All you need to do is show proof of insurance. You can be on your way. Just show us the proof of insurance. That's it. You're going to make it so much harder.
I don't want to arrest you for resisting. Okay? I don't want to arrest you for resisting, sir. I really don't. All I want to do is get your insurance and get you on your way. Okay? That's it. It's not a search. No, it's not. Pop the window. Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
No, he's going in his bag. Oh, no. Get it. It's unlocked. No, I got my. It's unlocked.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Let's go.
Get out of the car.
Hey, undo the belt. Look at him. Hey, they just arrested. Hey, look at him. They're doing this for no reason.
Right here.
They're doing this for no reason, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all. Listen. No, I do not consist arrest. I do not consist arrest. I do not consist arrest. I do not consent to 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 arrest. I do not under duress. I do not consent to the arrest.
Just relax.
I do not consent to the arrest. I do not consent to the arrest.
Yeah.
I do not ask questions. I do not consent. I'm not consisting arrest. I am 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 not consisting arrest. I'm not consisting arrest. I'm not consisting arrest. I am not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest. I am not resisting arrest. I'm not. I don't consent to searches. You searched my car without a warrant. You searched my car without a warrant.
Search him good.
I do not resist arrest. I do not consent to searches.
Okay, James, it's over.
I do not consent to arresting.
James.
I do not consent to searches.
James, it's
I am
over.
not the arrest. I do not consent to searches.
James, it's over.
No, I do not consent to arrest. I do not consent to searches. I'm not resisting arrest. I do not consent to search.
You did resist.
I do not resist arrest. I do not
failed to
consent to
identify
search.
yourself?
Because I did not commit a crime.
You did.
Because I did not commit
You're
a crime.
driving without
Under the penal
insurance
code of presented
and
ID.
suspended.
On the presented code of presented ID, you are arrested.
Are we double locked?
You are committing a crime as we speak. You guys are committing a crime as we speak. You are committing a crime as we speak.
In the end, James Lymore was charged with resisting an officer without failure to obey the police and resisting an officer.